Alright, so we begin our adventure towards Freeport from Cabalus, from the West Cabalus exit to Wood. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the zone line, or not the zone line, but the zone wall, over to the Overthere. And this seems to be the easiest way, or the safest way rather, because Furionavi has a lot of mobs that are see-through and viz. And like some of the spiders, it's kind of random. And then you get down to the pilgrims, and they're just moving around just at breakneck pace, and they pretty much all see through and viz. And it's just an absolute mess. So this way is so much safer. I've never seen anything on this route that has seen through and viz. And of course now we're going north across the river there, and we are then going to very shortly hit the zone line. There's going to be kind of an invisible wall, if you will, that kind of goes right over where the Overthere zone line is from here. And I believe the total trip time that it took from Cabalus was 1 hour and 6 minutes. So it'll give or take, depending on the speed of the, or where the boat is. I had to wait on the boat quite a long time. I think it was like 20 minutes or 25 minutes or something to that degree. And here we go, entering the zone line here. There it is. Kind of speed it up with a 3x speed on that. And the Overthere is a very safe zone to just a biz travel through. I recommend taking this trip, of course, as a necromancer from level 8. But if you do not have visibility, it's not too bad. Just follow the border wall to the north. Just stay on it all the way to the water. You can even go into the water a little bit. Use that Iksar starting 100 swim speed. And just go around there's a little wall before you get to the docks. And you can see here the line going around the wall. Just swim around there. Once you hit that beach, it's a safe area. In fact, it's marked on some maps as a safe area for good races to bind, or in this case for Iksars to bind. The guards in the Overthere, or at the outpost, are on a Venreal Sathir faction, which my understanding, the only way to bring it up is to kill dragons in Vishan's Peak, which at level 8 we're not going to be doing. We'll have to wait probably a few more levels to pull that one off. As you see, I'm conning these mobs, and they're not seeing through really anything. And I don't remember if that gnome is KOS or not. I don't believe he was. I think I've conned him before, outside of Invis. But we're going to see. I mean, just to be on the safe side, I don't want to kind of push my luck. So here we go. Slowed it back down, and going to show kind of the swimming around the wall here. And a lot of times there are people there are players that are up there camping the entrance to the outpost, and there's like golems, and I know there's some guards there as well. I don't know if they're killing the guards too, but they kind of clear that out. But sometimes there's 1 or 2 guards there that you have to invis past. If you just want to just walk through the outpost, it's usually not too bad to get to the beach. However, the problem is on the docks, there are these undead mobs. One's like an undead marine, the other one is like an undead herald. And they do see through viz naturally. You would have to use viz versus undead. And the problem is there's also guards at the base, or the entrance to the dock, that naturally are going to see through that invis. So this is really kind of the safer way to do it. Just kind of wait there on the beach for the boat, or if you want to swim around, just swim out in the water out there. It's very safe. I've never seen anything swimming around there. I've taken this route, I think 4 times so far, to go to Freeport and kind of explore around and set up bases. Kind of built up some faction in Nariak, and I'll actually post a video about that shortly, because I've already actually taken the video for that. And here we go, approaching the beach. And you can see one of the dog guards up there kind of floating up in the air. I've noticed every time I come through here that he's doing that. Occasionally he'll fall down and then go back up there. From here on out, it's pretty much just waiting for the boat. It's a... oh, there it goes, falling down right now. It's good long wait, depending, sometimes you get lucky and there it is, but every time I've had to wait here, it's been a while. And of course you can see the skeletons on the dock. There's, on that large dock there's 2 of them. And right at the entrance is a dragoon. I might be able to invis past the dragoon, get far enough where I can invis undead, but if the invis fails, what am I going to do? Drop into the water, do it all again. I might as well just wait here. Because there is a way onto the boat by swimming up to it. And I was actually swimming out in the water here. And just showing how you can get onto the boat when it's approaching you from the water. One thing I've noticed, the boats in the EQ emulator are a little funky. And my understanding, it took a long time to get the boats to actually work at all. They had to originally teleport people from the docks, from my understanding, but I didn't really play. I only really started just recently. I only played maybe an hour's worth or 2 hours worth many years ago. But now I'm back, and I'm really enjoying the experience. And they're just showing how you can get onto the boat from the water, just come up behind it on the right side of the boat, and there's kind of a barrel at an angle. You can just kind of jump up there. That makes it really easy to get on it. Then from here, it's pretty much the long route out to Timorous Deep, and the boat goes to almost like to a 9,000 on the first axis, on the north-south axis. And of course I skipped that for you, so I didn't have to watch the boat just that they were slowly make it out there. In fact, my Iksar can almost swim as fast as the boat moves. And here on the map, just kind of showing the area that the boat will go to. It's the first island that it reaches. I believe the dock that it actually goes to, the docks at, is safe. But since there are the ogres, I went ahead and jumped off. Next time I'll just stay on the boat until that point, but really it's not much slower just to go and swim for it. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and stop for a moment and go into Viz up. Just in case. But there should be, if you're not in Viz class, I mean, it's not, it doesn't look like it's hard to get past these guys. They're very sparse. There's a few here in this village, one at the dock. You should be just fine as a, for example, as a monk or a Iksar warrior. And where you want to go for the little raft that goes to Oasis of Marr is going to be just beyond this large rock. Just beyond it is a smaller rock, and that's where it actually lands at on the beach. And this area is safe. I've never seen anything patrol out here. And but, I mean, once again, the invis I have on is just in case type of measure. Here's pretty much the precise spot it's going to land at. I'll go and skip here to night, because unfortunately I had to wait a little while. Although I do enjoy the storms and the rain in EverQuest, it gives everything a nice little murky feeling to it. Although one thing about EverQuest is the water is a little on the loud side. So there are times where I've lowered the volume significantly in a video to make that a little less annoying. And I went and swam up to it so it could AFK. It's not nearly as bad as the boat ride from the Overthere. And I decided not to go and do a transition and just go and show it at 6x, so kind of get an idea of the length of time that it's going to take to get there. Now, once you've reached this point, it's a really fast journey. You're pretty much almost at the zone line here with Northern Desert Row, excuse me. I'm kind of drawing a little line here. Although these maps aren't perfect, I do like them with the color pencil map, but they don't show all the little kind of angles and everything of the beaches and the border walls and all that. The only thing that's going to see through an abyss around here are the mummies. I've had one attack me once over by the dock, and I was actually able to get away from him. He was pretty slow. I just did some side strafing as I was running, and he was never was able to hit me again, and got to the zone line fairly quickly, which we're up. Here it is right here. Great thing about the older zones is they do load in very quickly. So once again, the map is not super accurate. There's actually more of those, I guess you could call them pillars. There's like one set before you get to the pillar that kind of marks where the cave entrance is to Eastern Commonlands. And this is not the one here, but it's actually the next one down. You can see this much larger pillar here on the right. That's indication that you're there. And just around this corner will be the cave. We're going to go ahead and transition into Eastern Commonlands, because it's an area that a lot of you have probably seen before. And we're here where the Shady Swashbuckler is. Makes a nice area for Iksars to be able to buy and sell. Probably primarily to sell. His stuff is very, very pricey. Like, I think his water and food is several gold a piece, which is kind of outrageous. And I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Go to the Eastern Commonlands Tunnel trading area, which is the central trading hub of the server, as it was on my server back in the classic days. I was a magician on Prexis. And before Lucent came out, this was the place to be, if you needed anything or to sell anything. I remember one of our guildmates made a million platinum out there. He was trying to save up so when Lucent came out, we could get riding mounts. We didn't know how much it would cost, and they ended up costing too much for that to be, even with a million platinum, to work. But he definitely tried it. It was pretty cool that he did that. And one of the things he did when he went to the bank, he transferred that million plat into copper to see what would happen. Well, it crashed the entire server. And so every player got kicked off at that time, and we're posted on the forums on what happened, and people kind of cheered him on, because I think that's the first time any of us have seen anything like that that happened. And of course, from the tunnels, just make a right, and that takes you right into Freeport. to West Freeport, Newbie area. It's a little different from what it looks like on the map. It's not like a hard zone or zone border right there, but it's much more gradual transition into it. It's a nice, good, safe area here where you can kind of sit and not have to worry about stuff aggroing you, like all the skeletons and orcs and stuff inside the city zone. Since I don't get bind affinity until the next level, or until level 12, excuse me, I won't be able to bind just anywhere I want, so I still have to bind in this area. And here's old pink puzzle cutter, which... Anyways, I hope this video was helpful for you. And I'm going to post some more about the adventures of Savin the Iksar and kind of wandering around the old worlds of EverQuest. Y'all have a great one.